Lucius Cornelius Sulla, the terrible role model. Back in the day, Sulla wasn't known as a bad role model. He was simply known as a man of politics, dictatorship, and restoration. Born in Rome in 138 BC and died in Puteoli, 79 BC during the Roman Republic, he was born to a low-class family, but he managed to get a decent education. He started his career and his influence in the Jugurthine War. After success in the Social War, Sulla was so close to gaining command over the Myrtiatric War by the Senate, but he lost by 2 votes. He was so mad that he marched to Greece anyway. Back at home in Rome, Sulla was deemed a public enemy, and his house was destroyed by the Populares. He came home to civil war and was helped by the opposing political party, the Optimates, but in the end, he was successful during the war. After his success in the Myrtiatric War, in 81 BC, Sulla was appointed as dictator under Lex Valeria, or Valerian law. During this time, the jobs of dictators were to temporarily assume full power in order to maintain control of the population. This is ironic considering one of the main reasons for a republic was to not have a single being with absolute power. But it's safe to say that even in this case, Sulla took advantage of his powers by his proscription list. This was a list of hundreds of his enemies who would be sentenced to death. Despite all the murder, Sulla instilled reforms in the government, such as increasing the power of the Senate. He created more criminal courts. He established a new treason law to prevent commanders and governors from becoming traitors. These reforms lasted for much of the Roman Republic. Influences on future leaders. One example is Julius Caesar. Caesar takes after Sulla's act of dictatorship. Also, Caesar was almost killed in Sulla's proscription list. Sulla illegally marched to Rome without a warning. Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon without warning. Both resulted in civil wars and their dictatorships. Other influences include Adolf Hitler. Sulla used his proscriptions to kill his enemies. Hitler executed his idea on an even larger scale. Both had secret police who were close to them and did all the dirty work. Sulla used his freedmen to do this. In conclusion, Sulla was a terrible role model whose influences included taking advantage of temporary dictatorship, enhancing a police state on citizens, and influencing future dictators.